Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham Kakodash. Double honors to my elders and my apostles of Great Milestone. They're doing you well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect. The off elected 1/3. Shalom. This is Brother Dawada from the GMS Detroit camp coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham Kakodash. And today I want to do a video going in on Revelation 13th chapter. Alright, in the 16th verse down to verse 18. And alright, and the title of this video will be, What is the Charagma? Okay, and we're going to get into this topic, and not all rights is out, it'll be edifying to the Lord's very elect. So this is Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, now what is this mark? And who is the he? The he is the so-called white man, this devil, beginning with the top wicked elite, the international bankers. Okay? And through their unrighteous decrees, they're going to try to force people into taking that RFI, I can't say that word, into taking the Charagma. if you say that, you know, it's a few other buzzwords that you'll say, and they'll actually flag your video for so-called medical misinformation. See, because YouTube has an algorithm now where, you know, basically if you're speaking the truth, they're going to be looking to take down your page, striking your channel, so on and so forth. Okay. So it says that he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And you have certain individuals that'll say, oh, well, see, it says right hand. What if I get it in my left hand? It doesn't matter. Whoever takes that device, the digital all, the Charagma as it were, whoever gets it will be destroyed. Revelation 14 and 9. Okay? So let's go into this word for mark. You see, it says Strong's G. The G stands for Greek. 5480. Charagma. Charagma. Right? It says a stamp, an imprinted mark. Now, I like to look up this word imprinted because it actually gives you a whole lot. Whoops. Let's try that again. The word imprinted, it says impress or stamp a mark or outline on a surface or body. This is an example. Tire marks were imprinted in the snow. Yeah, like if you drive over a patch of snow, what gets left behind? That imprint, that impression that the wheel made within the snow. Okay? Now, look at the synonyms. Stamp, punch. Case in point, you got something called a hole punch. What does it do? It cuts into the paper in the shape of a circle. See? Print, like if you print something off of a computer, you have writing, okay, or images that's displayed on the paper, right? Now in this case, what they're trying to impress or punch within you is the Charagma, the chip. That's what they want to put within you, okay? And that's why I like this going into this word imprint, because what? It says impress or stamp a mark or outline on the surface or body, right? Now, if you have, let's take this word print, right? If you print something out off of a computer, what's left on that paper? Whatever you wanted to print. So these devils, they want to put their mark, their Charagma, their imprint within you. They want to actually put a device within the people. Because why? Esau, he has a God complex. Ezekiel the 28th chapter. He wants to be a God. Okay? And one of the things the Heavenly Father is able to do is know where all people are at all times. And that's what Esau's trying to do carnally through his technology. Because with that digital all, he's able to track your movements, to track your whereabouts, to know where you are at all times. He wants to be a God. You see? And through this device, that's one of his means, or one of his devices, or one of the parts of his plan into trying to be a god. Okay? So that's the word imprint. Okay? Now, there's another definition for imprint, which I like going into, which is, says zoology, right? Ology means the study of. So, zoo, let's go into the etymology of that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so zoo, abbreviation, let's see. Oh wow, check this out. The roots of the word zoo are in the ancient Greek word zoion, meaning living being. So zoology literally means the study of living beings. You see? So now, zoology, right, the study of living beings, of a young animal, come to recognize another animal, person, or thing as a parent or other object of habitual trust. Yeah. Okay. Now, what is a way to put that in layman's terms? Well, basically, you have a study where they actually, I believe it was ducks. Basically, when the duck hatches, the first person that it sees, it thinks that that person or that individual or that being or that thing is their parent, and they believe that that thing is going to take care of them. So, what happened was when the duckies hatched, there was a man that was there instead of the geese's mother. So they started following the dude around as if it was their parent. You see? And that's what those who take this device, this digital all, they're basically acknowledging Esau as being their master, as being the one that takes care of them, as being their God. You see? That's what this devil wants. He wants to be a God. All right? And you're going to have a lot of the simple of our people that is going to follow after this devil. All right? And take his way of so-called salvation, by way of that device. That way they won't have to go through hard times. But they literally know they're going to go through hard times anyways. And it's going to be even worse for them. Revelation 14:9. You see? Whoever takes that device, they're acknowledging Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, as being their God, as being their mom, as being their daddy, as being their father, as being the one who provides for them. So what do you think the Heavenly Father is going to do to such a one? Okay? And okay, we get all that just by going into this word imprint, an imprinted mark. So they want to put a mark within you, within people, all right, that'll just stay there. Okay? That way it can be used to buy and sell. Now let's see if we can go into this word imprint in the etymology, which I believe etymology literally means the study of words, or the study of truth through words. So this word imprint, so it's the Itamo online. It says, wow. So imprint, late 14th century, imprinten, which means to mark by pressure, stamp, to impress on the mind or memory, right? It says to stamp, engrave. So we got to get into this word engrave, which once again, if you buy a stamp at the post office, you put it on that envelope, you put the stamp on there, and that stamp stays on that paper. Just like this device, this digital all, they want to put that stamp on you, that mark on you, that charagma within you, and it's to leave, to stay there. Just like as much as you put a stamp on a paper and it's supposed to stay on that paper, that's how they want that device to stay within the people. And they want people, that device has the ability to allow people to buy and sell with it. You see? Now this word engrave means what? Carve. You see? So they want to carve into a person's flesh and implant that digital all. The digital device. The charagma. So now, Let's go from there, and let's get the what's called the root word etymology or etymology. Now, the root of the word charagma goes back to the Greek word Strong's G 5482 karax, which means a pale or stake, a palisade. Right. Now, if you look at what a pale or a stake or a palisade is, it looks like a needle. All right. It looks like a needle. Okay. So what is this talking about? It's that apparatus, that tool, that syringe that they use to implant the device. Okay. Now you check out the root of that. The root word of karax is grapho, which means what? To write. Okay. With reference to the form of letters. Right, because that device is going to contain people's information. Okay. Financial records, an example. So on and so forth. So it's going to contain bits and pieces of the person's information. Okay? Like over there in Sweden, they're using the charagma. They're using that to identify whether or not a person has gotten juiced up or not through that device. See? Because why? It can contain information. That's why it says grapho. So now let's go back to Revelation 13 and verse 16 again. It says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads. Now, let's go to the next verse. And that no man might buy or sell, save he, meaning except him, right? Except this individual that had the mark. So if you don't have the mark, you won't be able to buy or sell in that day. Now you may say, oh, what am I going to do then? Well, YAHAWASHI is going to look out for you if you're part of the elect. Read 1 Kings 17. Well, the name of the beast, what's the beast? America, NATO, and the EU. Okay, which America is part of NATO. Or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Right. Now, when you check out the barcodes that you purchase, or the barcodes on the products that you purchase at your supermarkets, there are 3 long lines at the end, 3 long lines in the middle, 3 long lines on the other end. When you read it on the computer, all right, it reads out as 666 for where those lines are. Okay? The lines upon that barcode. When I first heard that from Elder Apostle Tahar, you know? And that shows you how the Spirit works, because as we get closer and closer to the end, more and more is revealed, all right, unto the men of the Lord. And it starts becoming more and more clear. I believe that's in the book of Corinthians. Okay? So, it says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, when you go into that number, 666 in the Greek, the words there are chi, psi, stigma. All right? The Greek words chi, psi, and stigma. Okay? Now, each one of these words, chi, psi, and stigma, has a certain, which you can see here. Let me click it for you. Okay? Chi, psi, stigma. These are the 3 Greek characters. Okay? Each one of these characters relates to this devil. Okay? The chi, which is, it looks like an X, because they're trying to X out the Messiah. The psi, okay? The psi looks like a snake. Okay? Because they're going to push this, one of the ways they're going to push this is through their medical system. Okay? And then, because you got the snake on the pole, you see certain hospitals having that symbol, okay? Which that goes back to, I believe it's in the book of Numbers, when they had to look upon that serpent, which was upon the pole, in order to be saved, all right, from the serpents that had bit them, okay? So they're going to try to push this through their medical system, okay? So that's the chi, because they're trying to X out the Messiah. The psi, okay, because one of the means they're going to push this is through the medical system. And then the stigma, okay, which is this last one here, stigma, all right? Now, when you go into this word stigma, okay, like the Apostle Paul said, I bear in my body the marks of YAHAWASHI. You look up that word mark, that word there is stigma, okay? Now, when you look up that word stigma, It means a mark pricked in or branded upon horses, badge used as a recognition of ownership. Okay, roughly paraphrasing the definition. So those who take that chip, they're acknowledging that these international bankers, that they are the ones that own them. Okay, they're their God. Okay, and it says a mark pricked in. How are they going to prick it in? Through that SYRINGE. And what is that mark? The charagma, the digital awl, the device that they want to implant within the person's body. So there's no way someone can say that this is something that is spiritual. You know, oh, this is spiritual. No, it's physical. Okay. So, hey, with that, I'm going to leave it there. All praises, honors, and glories be unto YAHAWAH, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, QADASAH. Double honors to my elders and my apostles, the Great Milestone, that do and evil well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect. They'll elect in 1/3. With that being said, Shalom. RAWCHAA, Akim, the feasters that listen. Shalom.